Okay, Gabby, I need your help.
Again. You're in college. Do your own work.
It's about something you've already done research on, so I'm trying to use all my resources and I'm asking you for help.
When you put it that way... Okay, I'll help. What's the topic?
The Love and Logic Discipline Model. Can you tell me about who created it and when and all the good stuff?
Sure. Love and Logic is a psychology founded in 1977 by Jim Fay and Foster W. Klein, MD. We did the research for this on my GT project. Jim Fay, founder of and former school principal, over 30 years of experience as a speaker and consultant, Jim Fay has become one of the world's most sought-after presenters in the field of parenting, positive discipline, and classroom management. Foster W. Klein, MD, founder and psychologist. Dr. Klein is an internationally renowned child and adult
Psychiatrist.
psychiatrist, as well as co-author of Parent with Love and Logic. His love for children and passion for changing lives, and Charles Fay, psychiatrist, D, president of the Love and Logic Institute. Charles Fay, physiologist, D, is a parent, author, and consultant to schools, parent groups, and mental health professionals around the world.
I knew you knew a lot about this. That's why I came to you, Gabby.
Sure, that's the reason.
Well, tell me a little more. Like, why does it work and what's it all about?
Why can't you do your own homework for once?
This is a project. I always help you with all your projects. I don't complain when I help you with your projects.
Fine. Love and Logic Institute is dedicated to make parenting and teaching fun and rewarding instead of stressful and chaotic. All of their work is based on psychology and sound parenting and teaching psychology is called Love and Logic. It works because it uses humor, hope, and empathy to build up the adult/child's relationship. It emphasizes respect and dignity for both children and adults. Provides the real limits in a loving way. The name Love and Logic, that's how it is. Teaches consequences and healthy decision making.
And that's all?
Yep.
Well, thank you for all your help, Gabby.
I understand you had some questions about the Love and Logic discipline model.
Yes, I want to know how I could implement the Love and Logic discipline model in my classroom.
Okay. Well, first, I would start off by setting limits with enforceable statements. And by that I mean I would create expectations that are open-ended and thoughtful. Let me share some examples with you. You would say something like, feel free to do anything that does not cause a problem for anyone else. Or, I teach when there are no distractions or other problems. I listen to students who raise their hand. I listen to one person at a time. So you're letting them know what you expect, how you want them to answer, how you want them to behave. And I guess without telling them, no, don't do this. Let's see. When disciplining students, you want to do so logically. You don't want to do so with your emotions. So when explaining to them, you would say, please treat me with the same respect I treat you. If someone causes a problem, I will do something. Let's see. What I do would depend on what happened, and what the person is willing to do to solve the problem. Let's see. Another part that would help with this love and logic discipline model would be sharing control through small choices. So whenever possible, you would give students the option instead of telling them what to do. This makes them feel like their input is valued. So another example, you may read or color when you finish your assignments, or you may choose what you want for lunch, or do you want to read or play a board game for indoor recess? Those were just two techniques that you could use in your classroom. The first was setting limits with enforceable statements, and the second, sharing control through lots of small choices. I hope I was able to give you some information you were looking for.
Yes, ma'am, you did. Thank you.
What from the love and logic discipline model would you like to see as a student implemented?
I would like to see as a student being implemented as teacher being more kind to students. I don't like when my classmates are being verbally attacked by the teacher. My friend could just be a little disruptive, like asking me a question about the topic, and the teacher will lash out on her and tell her to step outside the classroom. There is no discussion between the student or teacher at all. It's always a finger point, and then my fellow classmates know when to walk out the door until the remainder of the class. I don't like it. I wish there was a better communication and he talked kinder to us. It could always give us alternative options and let us pick out our own solution. I feel that that would be more effective than just throwing us out.
How do you feel about how the teacher treats the students in the classroom?
I wish teacher would at least kindly talk to her instead of teacher embarrasses her in front of everyone, and then tell her to spend the rest of the class period outside. He does the same thing every time, then just proceeds to tell us he doesn't care and just go. There's so many ways for the teacher to go about it, and I feel he always addresses students in the worst way. Other students and I appreciate maybe if he had thought out what he was going to say before he disciplines us, or even allow us to think about what he did and let us come up with a solution. I really like to love and logic discipline model because it allows students to reflect our actions in the classroom, thus allow us to correct our mistakes and hopefully do better the next time. The way he treats us is not even addressing the problem, and it's just getting us out of the classroom. I think it's really important for the teacher to think about his words.
How should love and logic be implemented in the classroom?
Love and logic should be implemented in the classroom by not arguing with students, using a word or phrase that should neutralize negative behavior, walking away from confrontation with a student, delaying consequences with students, which would allow students to reflect on their actions, and lastly, providing a solution for students. The classroom environment should be an area where students learn. Therefore, if one allows or if one models love and logic, students will be able to meet the expectations of the teacher. I think it's important for teachers to keep their cool in the classroom and not to argue with students. You see so many videos online about how teachers argue with students.
As a parent, would you like the love and logic discipline model to be implemented in the classroom?
Yes, I would like the love and logic discipline model to be used in the classroom because it gives students a nicer, well thought out response to everything. Oftentimes, kids' home environment is very harsh, and therefore teaching students how to react to certain ways in the classroom would be best. A teacher can be kind and use their words wisely in order to get his or her point across without being irrational or even being too harsh. Students need kindness and love. It's even good for students because it shows the teacher doesn't need to be always firm and stern when addressing their issues within the classroom.